So we're to the semifinals of today's Tuesday Battle for the Crown. All right, Risk and Easily. Two very good players. And two important players to the stream. All right, so players have been invited. We're here. So I'll just remind you that the semifinal rules, as you guys know, still the same. Same as usual. So there's still some more RNG allowed in the, or involved in the semifinal matches. We got level 44 Easily, level 38 Risk. Rebecca's confident that this is going to YouTube, and I am as well, because I think these are going to be really good matches. Not that the others have not been in previous weeks, but this has been an interesting tournament. That's for sure. Oh, no. Oh, Risk tried to avoid the saw, but Easily Charman's that hole. I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but thank you for following. See if Risk can get this in the hole. Does. Two players playing really well. One of them is going to the finals. That's for sure. And a reminder of the tiebreaker rules, just in case that comes up. Currently, and for the past few months, we've had tiebreaker rules of whichever player, that's good for Risk, whichever player scores the most points on the final hole wins the tiebreaker. So Risk, oh wow, this is going to be tough for Easily to finish. Easily's going to have to hit it in from here. Oh no, Easily doesn't get it in. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't go in. Wow, so Risk takes the lead. Risk drops an F. Naruto, aka Gamer1251 alt account LOL, says, I'm hoping to get the crown. Wow, so that's big for Risk. Risk just needs to get the ball in the hole. Only way that Easily can take it is to get a solo win. Unlikely on these holes. Very nearly impossible, but not impossible. Risk takes it. Wow. Risk is in the finals. Easily got to the semifinals, but Risk takes it to the finals. So our first of two finalists is Risk. I'll start the invites for the next match. GG Easily. Naruto, Solar Ace, and Yubi. There's a train outside. Why didn't I do Yubi first? Solar Ace. Alright, so players have been invited. We have 3 players ready to go in this. New cheap production value today. This is the semifinal. We're down to 5 players. Actually, technically, now we're down to 4 players. Risk is going to the finals, and whoever wins this 3-player match will face Risk in the finals. It appears that Yubi is wearing the 300 suit in support of 300 and what happened in 300's match. If you want to see it, check out the stream replay. 300 was not happy about it. Thank you, Soccer. Yubi takes the first hole. Uh-oh. There's some shenanigans. Wow, that was pretty good. Oh, YouTube. Rip. I've been here too. Thank you, everybody. We've had quite a few people here today. It always gets a little bit more lean towards the end of the tournament, but we are still hanging on to 37 viewers. Very nice. I'd be doing this if there was one person watching or 0 people. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Sotlin. All right, Yubi's got a good lead. Very good lead. RNG. Oh. I love when you get that RNG shot there. Easily's being really, really nice about that defeat. ACB has said, at least you tried. And Easily says, thanks. Yes, Risk is so strong. Very instructive for me. Thank you, Rebecca. So I'm sure if you're watching this, then you know Easily. Easily, a player in Japan, has sort of rallied around the Tuesday tournaments, even created a Tuesday Discord server, and has been the organizer of quite a few Japanese players. Yubi takes it. We got a Yubi versus Risk in the finals. It's been really fun. Unfortunately, because I live in a state that practices daylight savings time, during these few months, we're going to have fewer players. But when we get back to daylight savings time next year, hoping that this is still going strong and we'll get back to having a lot more players in Japan. We always like having the Japanese players here. All right. We have a final. Our finalists for today's Tuesday Battle for the Crown. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Risk and Yubi. I'm going to invite, and as usual, I'll go through the instructions for the finals because things are a little bit different in the finals, just to avoid too much RNG. First, Yubi in the alphabet, and then we'll hit Risk. So, finals. I hit Hercules. I'm sorry about that. The finals are a best of 3, which means whoever gets to 2 wins first wins the crown. The crown is an exclusive in-game hat that is only worn by the winner of the Tuesday tournament, and that player continues to have that crown until the end of the next tournament. We're going to get started. Both of these players, I'm sure, are familiar with how this works. The tiebreaker rules do apply. However, they cannot apply to the end of the tournament. The tournament cannot end on a tie. There's one very, very unlikely situation where that could be possible, and we'll cross that bridge if we ever get to it. I don't think we ever will. It is built into the instructions. If you're ever curious about how to play in one of these tournaments, best place to go is to my Discord. My Discord link is in a lot of my videos. Risk takes the first hole. Wow. Risk is a level 38, and Yubi's a level 50. And I'm on the wrong screen. I apologize. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Discord. I have an entire channel in my Discord dedicated to the tournaments, and that's where I put the registration information first. The Monday mini tournaments are little 27-player tournaments that we do sort of with wacky rules. We like playing the new maps, and we put some skill caps and stuff like that on those. That's Yubi getting down there a little bit earlier than Risk. But the Tuesday tournaments, otherwise known as the Tuesday Battle for the Crown, are no holds barred, all-out brawls with no skill caps. Starting elixir is enabled. So they do favor the higher level players, which also allows for really high level play in the semifinals and finals, as you all have seen if you've been watching these. So we have a tie game here. The tiebreaker rules are whoever scores the most points on the final hole takes the tie. So this hole doesn't really matter that much, because no matter who wins this hole, as long as both players finish, still the next hole will determine the winner. Now, the reason that we do the tiebreaker the way we do it now, as opposed to being the lower level player, this might be tough though. I did say that players have to finish, and Risk's not gonna finish. Risk got behind and is not gonna finish here. That's a big deal. So I used to have a tiebreaker where it was the lower level player would go through. However, in this situation, when we get to the third hole, the higher level player would almost be pointless for them. That's the reason that it kind of got thrown away. So this is going to be tough. Risk could come back from this, but it's going to be tough. Ooh. All right, so Yubi takes the first match win. So now things reset. But this is Yubi up 1-0. Seventh, the Tactical Dragon has had 7 ties this run. I've been there before. Alright, so there's Yubi taking the first one. I'm going to hit the done, and then we'll wait a few seconds before we go back in. Okay, so 1-0, Yubi v Risk. Match number 2. Yubi wins this outright, then it's a win. If Risk wins it outright, then it's a tie 1-1. If it's a tie, it depends on who gets the tiebreaker. These tournaments are long, but I do put in the instructions. Be prepared for them to be around 2 hours long. We are right at the 2-hour mark right now. This has been one of the longer ones, and we're still right at the 2-hour mark. Whoa, almost. Risk got a little bit of bad luck there. Yeah, Yubi has a +3 elixir advantage, not +3 total, 3 more than Risk, which is a huge deal. The higher level players definitely are favored in the Tuesday tournaments. The Monday tournaments are more accessible for the lower level players. So if you're a lower level player and you want to play one of these, by all means you can enter the Tuesday tournaments. But the Monday one might be a little bit more approachable. So Yubi's sitting pretty. Risk needs to finish here. Oh my goodness. Should still finish. Okay, Risk finishes. It counts. MMT is not a small boy tournament, but it's a smaller than Tuesday. Tuesday's the big boy tournament. Risk needs to win the next 2 holes to stay alive. That's just the long and short of it. And yes, those of you who watch regularly, it is a lot darker today. I decided to switch up my lighting, change the ambiance a little bit today. That's just about it right there. It's not done yet, but it's practically done. That win by Yubi. Is Risk gonna let that point go? Wow. No, that was it. That was it. Sorry. I didn't even do my math. Spooky lighting. Yubi, a new Tuesday winner. Winner of the crown. Yeah, the big time elixir advantage from Yubi. So well played. Let's put it in the books. That's first place Yubi, second place Risk. GG, everybody. There it is. I'm going to finish, excuse me, the tournament. We had a full tournament today. So that concludes this. Yubi is going to be our new champion. So the person that's in charge of giving the crown, I will send a message to, and you should have that hopefully shortly. Who is Yubi? Where you been? Yubi, a top player. Risk, top player, and a level 38 to hang in there. That's incredible. We know Risk. Look out for when Risk gets into the 40s, and then to 50, just going to be unbeatable. Naruto, easily, and Solar Ace going to share third place. Ginger Beef is here. I didn't know if you were here, so I didn't want to call you out. So Ginger Beef is the one who is in charge and actually the creator of the crown, which is spelled Qrown. And Yubi is our winner of the crown this week. Well played. Well played. Kind of worked out well for Yubi that a lot of the top players got knocked out, but no doubt Yubi played at top of their game. I mean, that was practically unbeatable. So nicely played. Nicely played by everybody. That was a good one. I'm going to dispense some Q-Bucks, and I'll put a marker here, because that's probably the end of the YouTube video. And easily...
Thanks for always hosting Tuesday, and thanks for always introducing me. I'll be back next week, so I'll do better next.
There's Easily. Thank you for those 100 bits, Easily. Easily, like I mentioned before, very important to the stream. Sort of collaborates players from around the world with a nice group of Japanese players. Thank you. All right, let me give some Q-Bucks out.